Hello everybody, bonjour mes amis. J'espère que tout va bien. I hope everything's going well. And everybody's doing well. I guess we woke up to a little bit of white stuff on the ground. But nothing we can't handle, right? We're used to these things. All right, my friends. We got some new stuff in today to share. Donc, bonjour France. I'll wait for a few of our friends to come in, and then I'm going to share with you some new stuff, and then I'm actually going to show you them and how they work. So, or what they look like on paper. Hi, Antonia. Hi, Suzanne. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Star. Hi, hello, everybody joining us. Donc, bonjour, bonjour. So, yeah, we've got a little bit of Paper Artsy because their releases are this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I forget the time of their lives. Who watches their lives and knows their exact time in our time? I think it's somewhere around 2:30, 3 o'clock, our time. And it's on Paper Artsy People Facebook page. And today were the hot picks. Tomorrow will be Jofi's release. And Wednesday will be our friend Tracy's release. Donc, je suis contente. On va avoir 3 sorties. C'est pas sur note. Today was 3:30. Okay, thank you, Suzanne. Probably because of the time change. Donc, c'est à 3h30. Aujourd'hui, c'était à 3h30. Allô tout le monde qui dit allô, qui dit bonjour. Donc, c'était à 3h30. Et il y en a aujourd'hui le Hot Picks. Demain, c'est Jofi, Joe Firth Young. Puis mercredi, c'est notre amie Tracy. Donc, les 3 sorties, on l'a ici. On n'a pas le droit de vous montrer avant leur vidéo. Donc, on va vous montrer après. Mais tout de suite, après la vidéo, on va les mettre en direct. OK? Donc, ça va être pas en direct, mais en ligne. Donc, demain, les Jofi, il va être mis en ligne après sa vidéo. And just to let you know, I'm really loving the Tracy's releases I always love, but I'm really loving Jofi's release too. Hey, Michelle. So I'm going to turn the camera. I'm going to start showing you some of the new product, or actually some of the refill product as well. So let's start here. Collage papers. Dina's collage papers sell out quite frequently. So I brought back in some of the favorites, like the flying things. So, c'est plein de toutes ces pages-là. Il y en a 20 feuilles, toutes imprimées toutes imprimées en noir. OK? Donc, tu as 2 feuilles de chaque. You have 2 sheets of each in here. Donc, ça s'appelle Flying Things. Hello, Nicole. And hello, Ariel. I saw everybody pop in. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Deirdre. Hello, hello. So nice to see everybody. Hello, Lise. Then we've got the, excuse me. Then we've got the jumbled letters, okay? Donc, ça, c'est tout le lettrage. Encore 20 feuilles dans le paquet. Again, 20 pages or 20 sheets in here, 2 of each. So, always very, very popular. It's tissue paper. C'est le papier tissu, comme le collage. Mais c'est papier collage, OK? Vraiment collage. Donc, c'est des papiers minces. Après ça, c'est abstract marks? Non, ça, c'est éléments. Les éléments. Donc, on a des visages, mais sont des plus gros ou larges brush marks and les plumes, on a des visages, on a les étiquettes. So you've got feathers and circles and faces, and they're just more bold. That was the better word. So you've got bold images on here, okay? Again, collage paper. Encore papier collage. And then this is one of her more recent ones. It's the one called The Forest. And encore ceux-là, c'est toutes des très jolies images de la forêt. Donc, on a des champignons, on a des animaux, on a des arbres, un petit peu de tout. Okay? So, those are all back in stock. C'est 8,75 pour la plupart de eux autres. Mais, okay. Can you look into this, please? Why one is... And then we have 2 rice papers that just came in. Okay, one that matches Garden Grove, and this one matches...
That's right.
Okay. And this one matches a... oh, which collection was this one? This wasn't... Was this House of Roses? No. This might just be one that they made neutral. I'm not sure which collection this matches, but it is a beauty. So, really, really nice. Okay? Donc, 2 papiers de riz de Stamperia. Un avec toutes des champignons. Puis l'autre, c'est avec des lapins, mais aussi des fleurs, puis tout ça, et c'est mauve. So, loving the purple there, of course. All right. What else came back in stock? Finally got our big roll of tape. We had a request for these. So, Sophie sont rentrées les roues de Tim Holtz et les pieds de Tim Holtz. So, the box feet and the, these are wheels, okay? So Tim has had these around for quite a while. They are now back in stock, and they are great to put at the bottom of any kind of shadow box that you're doing. A lot of people like to put feet on their shadow boxes, I want to say they're mixed media projects, okay, les projets de media mixed. Donc voilà, les deux sont de retour en stock. On a on a reçu de papier design tape. Ceux-là, c'est quel? C'est Merchant. C'est ceux-là qui s'appellent Merchant. Et vous avez plein de rouleaux de washi. Okay, so beautiful tape. Then we have our glue eraser. Donc ça, c'est juste si vous avez la colle qui apparaît sur tes pages, vous pouvez l'enlever avec le efface pour la colle. On a une paquet de fils, les 3 couleurs, or, argent, puis or antique ou platinum. Ça dépend à qui vous parlez. Et ça vient de Altenew. C'est un paquet des 3. So it's a package of all 3 colors. What do they say the 3 colors are? They don't. Yes, they do. They call it Enchanted Gold, Antique Gold, and Silky Lilac. Donc, c'est pas vraiment argent. Il y a une teinture de mauve. Il dit c'est lilas. Donc, Antique Gold, Enchanted Gold, et Silky Lilac. Okay. Then we've got the corner rounder and notch punch. Okay, we've talked about this when you're making an envelope. We like our corners rounded to our envelopes, and then the notch is helpful for when you fold your envelope down. So it makes your corners perfect. Donc ça c'est a corner and notch punch, les deux dans un. On a reçu le œuf Donc, on a une œuvre qui nous reste de Infinity Dies de Hero Arts, toujours populaire. And last but not least, we finally got back in the 108 foot. OK? Donc, ça, c'est le mince dans le gros rouleau. On avait en noir, mais il nous manquait dans le blanc. Donc, celui-là est pas mince comme là, il est mince comme épaisseur, pas largeur. OK? Largeur, il est comme toujours 3/8 ou quelque chose comme ça. Mais je pense que c'est 1 millimètre. Ils disent ici. C'est 0,39 pouces de large, donc 0,4 on va dire. Puis, ça dit 10 millimètres, excuse-moi, 10 millimètres de large. 10 millimètres de large. But épaisseur, c'est... Usually they say that. C'est... Ah oui, il est là. 1 millimètre. OK? L'épaisseur de la tape, c'est 1 millimètre. All right. Since we talked about paper artsy, I will show you what came out today from Hot Picks. So there are 3 new stencils, 3 nouveaux pochoirs, le numéro 456. Ils donnent pas les noms, so they don't really give them names. So it's PS 456. Hello, Bobby. And Erin's going to pull up some pictures with that. Donc, ça vous donne ça ici. Très joli comme effet sur une carte. Là, on voit aussi. Donc, très, très, très joli. Suivant, c'est le PS 457, PS 457. I love that they did this one in two-tone. So you can see they did some with a white paste and some with a black paste. So really gives you a nice, nice look. It's very, very pretty as a stencil. So that is 457, 457. Après ça, nous avons PS 458. Ceux-là, c'est comme des coins et aussi un beau dessin. Eux autres, ils ont utilisé toutes sur une carte qu'ils ont faite, mais vraiment sont pour utiliser comme vous voulez. Donc, ça peut être des coins, ça peut être la décoration ici, peut être en bas, puis en haut, et au centre, vous avez une lettre ou un souhait. So you can have this a little higher and this a little lower and have a sentiment stamped in the middle there. You could really do anything you'd like. So they just give you a beautiful, beautiful look. Those are all done with paste. If you're wondering about the depth of them, it's because they used paste. Ils ont utilisé une pâte. Next, we go to their stamps. Donc, HP 2501. So HP 2501. So here's a project they did. Now, we're pulling these images off of their blog. Donc, sont disponibles sur le blog si vous voulez voir plus. Mais vous pouvez voir, ça, c'est les étampes qu'ils ont utilisées en différentes façons avec les pochoirs. You can see that they put, go down again, please. They put the corner here, you see, from the stencil. Donc, ça, c'est le pochoir qu'ils ont utilisé là et mis les tempes au centre. So, they put la belle dame au centre. Next, we have 2502, 2502, cinema. That's all, folks. Un cercle. We have Charlie Chaplin there. So, again, just a beautiful collaged effect with their stamps. Donc, vraiment joli ce qu'ils ont fait. Juste pour voir tous les différents éléments. Donc, ceux-là, HP 2502. Et le troisième, it's almost like a tic-tac-toe, but you can do it with hearts or circles or stars. Mais c'est du fun, 2503. Puis là, ils ont utilisé et mélangé les étampes ensemble. Hop.
It's the same thing. You
Oh.
use them as swatches.
They use them to swatch their matte tints. Et étampé au centre. Donc, vous pouvez faire un grid. You can use them for swatching. You can really play around with it. There, they put the lovely lady stamped in the middle of it. Donc, très, très, très joli. Et vous pouvez faire ce que vous voulez dans chacune des carrés. So that is Hot Picks for today. All right, the next thing that came in, well, we got a travel sticker. It's called Born to Travel. C'est vraiment neutre et je cherche toujours des choses de voyage neutres que quelqu'un qui veut juste faire un album peut utiliser. So that is a travel sticker from Echo Park. But what else came in from Echo Park is called Pooh Baby. Okay, I think that's what it was. Is it Winnie the Pooh Baby? Winnie the Pooh Baby. Okay, so Winnie the Pooh Baby, let's start with their paper line. It's a very, very sweet line. It's a little different than their usual Winnie the Pooh line. They did make it more for babies. So, voila. You've got the characters, les caractères. Nous avons les cartes 3x4. So you've got the 3x4 cards. So if you know anybody that you need to make a baby album for, this could be a line for you. Et c'est neutre. Donc, it's not boy, it's not girl. It's really just very neutral. Okay. Encore, we've got the characters. And then you got the 100 Acre Woods. Then we've got all the months. So you've got the different months. Hello, welcome to the world, baby's first steps. And then you've got all of the months of their first year. Donc ça, c'est pour faire de scrapbooking de leur première année. Then we've got your typical stripe, which can be used either way. N'oubliez pas que juste parce que le code barre est en bas ici, ça ne dit pas qu'il faut utiliser horizontal. Si vous aimez plus comme une verticale, c'est à votre goût. C'est votre papier. There we go. And then we've got baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Then we've got welcome to the world. Donc, ceux-là, c'est des 4x6. These are all 4x6s. Et encore, juste quelque chose simple et neutre en arrière. Voilà, Winnie the Pooh avec les ballons. Encore, juste neutre en arrière. J'aime ceux-là qui dit bébé or baby. I like this one that says baby on it. Very, very cute. This is a cut apart that is all different sizes. Okay. And then you've got your plaid in the back. A very simple plaid. Après ça, nous avons une fleurie. Comme on a dit, Echo Park, il y en a toujours au moins une papier fleuri dans une collection. Puis, dernièrement, il y a une collant dedans. Okay? So last but not least, there is a sticker inside that has all of these elements and characters. So that is the entire package en collection. Ceux-là, j'ai seulement eu en collection. Et aussi, on a eu le paquet des unis pour aller avec. La seule chose que j'ai eu à l'unité, c'est le collant. Donc, j'ai le collant séparé. Si tu es une qui aime plus les papiers neutres et simples et vous voulez les collants, j'en ai ça disponible aussi. So if you're somebody who just likes the solids but you want the sticker sheet, you can get that separately. Okay, so that is that. There are 2 adorable washi tapes. So there is this one here. They kind of put it on their label here. So it says a baby is on the way. Et c'est tous les caractères. So you've got Christopher Robin, you've got Rabbit, you've got Eeyore, you've got Piglet, you've got Pooh, you've got Tigger. Sont toutes là. And then this one says Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Et c'est Eeyore. Peekaboo. Donc voilà. Washi, washi, washi. Après ça, nous avons les chipboards. Donc ça, c'est les chipboards phrases et mots. So this is the words and phrases chipboard. And then you've got the chipboard accents, okay? So là, vous avez une bannière, vous avez tout pour décorer vos pages. I know, Eeyore and Tigger, they are really sweet. Après ça, on a des points enamel. So you've got the enamel dots. Okay, so you've got these beautiful enamel dots. We've got the frames and tags. Okay, donc vous avez les cadres, les étiquettes. Et nous avons ce qui s'appelle l'éphémère. So this one they call the ephemera. Okay. Then the stamp set, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Donc, c'est pour faire le scrapbooking d'une année. So it's to do a year of scrapbooking, you know, of the baby's life. You can also do the 9 months of pregnancy, les 9 mois de quand la mère est enceinte. Vous pouvez faire ça aussi. Did they put a picture on the back? No. So, ça c'est l'arbre, puis on a Pooh qui essaie de, I guess he's trying to climb there to find his honey. Oh yes, he's trying to get up to get his honey. Then we've got the puffy stickers. Okay, donc les puffy stickers, les autocollants. And the sticker book. Okay, so we've got the sticker book. Oublie pas que tous les collants ici que vous voyez, vous allez avoir en double parce qu'il fait 2 pages de chacune. Okay? So they do 2 pages of each in the collection. So you'll get 2 alphabets. Il y en a 2 alphabets. Il y en a des étiquettes vides. Il y en a des labels aussi. On a des borders. You have borders, you have labels, you have tags that are empty. Oui, là, c'est des mélanges des éléments et des mots, des phrases. So here you have a mixture of elements to use and sentiments. So you've got the banner, you've got a whole bunch. Mais il y en a 2 pages de chaque. There's always 2 sheets of each sheet of stickers. So you get a ton of stickers in there. 16 sheets. Then they came out with these albums. Now, ceux-là peut être pour n'importe quoi. Si vous voulez faire un album de Pâques, ils ont matché la collection bébé, mais ceux-là, il n'y a pas de Winnie the Pooh dessus, ça a l'air pas. Donc, c'est vraiment une... Oh, il est là. Donc, c'est vraiment une que vous pouvez utiliser avec les autres collections aussi. Same with this one, OK? Même ceux-là. Vous pouvez utiliser avec the House at Pooh Corner, because that's what they had matched it to originally. So this is for any of the Winnie the Pooh lines that we have. C'est des albums. Il y en a deux anneaux, sont chacun de 2 anneaux, puis il y en a 10 pages 6 par 8 dedans. So each one has 10 6x8 page protectors inside. Then you've got the one with the 100-acre woods, okay? Donc, ça, c'est un album de Winnie the Pooh encore, the 100-acre woods. Après ça, nous avons une de bébé. So, you've got one that says baby on it. Okay? Sont toutes des 6 par 8. They're all 6x8. And last but not least, you have a blue one that says baby. Okay, so they could be a baby album. Even if you're not using a whole Winnie the Pooh collection inside, you can use what you want. Still, having Winnie the Pooh on the outside is just adorable. Okay? Donc, vraiment du fun. All right, so that is that. Next, before I go on to Simon's new items, we are going to talk, we're going to talk Penny Black, okay? So you guys know I do like Penny Black, and I enjoy working with this company. And I get it in, I guess, as often as you guys are asking for it, okay? Donc, il y a des temps que Penny Black ne bouge pas de tout. Puis il y en a des autres temps que tout le monde veut de Penny Black. Donc, j'ai bien aimé le sorti ce fois-ci. Donc, j'ai pensé que je vais partager ça avec vous autres. Et on va voir des éléments de leur collection. So, here we've got this beautiful tulip die. Okay? And tulips are very hot. So, tulip bloom sont pas tellement dispendieux, 21,95. Et c'est le tulipe elle-même. Erin's just working on pulling up some images. They didn't have a catalog to send me, but look at that. Okay? So, beautiful, beautiful things that you can do with it. Et ça, c'est le matrice, et vous pouvez juste le colorer. There you can, they did it twice. So really, really pretty. Okay. Next, we've got the one called Company of Flowers. Company of Flowers. Now, ici, il montre une. Here, they're showing you one. But you do get two sizes. Il y en a deux formats. Okay. And it is really, really a pretty soft flower that you can just do anything with. Look how pretty that comes out. Et ça, c'est juste la matrice elle-même. Il faut pas avoir une étampe ou rien. Okay? So you don't even need a stamp with these. It is just the dies. Et c'est 23,50. This one I loved. Okay? These are, I guess, elegant frames, if you want to call it. But what I love of Penny Black are most of her frame dies. I find them very different. Okay? Donc, ceux-là, j'aime tellement. Vous pouvez utiliser n'importe quelle façon, mais j'aime ce qu'il fait. Donc, c'est un effet que vous pouvez faire et il est très, très, très joli. Tu le vois? I don't know if did they show the other size too? Yeah. So here's another size that they did. So you see how they're just using those as a border design? I think this is stunning. Look at that. Just beautiful. Donc vraiment joli. Same, so what's that one called? Oh, this is Erin's favorite. C'est le favori à Erin, ceux-là. And this one is called Curvature. Curvature. Okay. Next we go into Ripple. Encore les petits cadres. Again, frames. And tu vois, il y a une lame sur les deux côtés. Donc, tu sais que ça va être un cadre. Parce qu'il y a les lames sur les deux côtés de la bordure. And just look at this. Isn't that beautiful? So I just think that when they make these frames, they do such a lovely job with all of their frame and elegant dies. I think that this frame is going to be very hot because you can put anything in the middle. Here's another one that they did. Donc, vous pouvez voir que n'importe quel format que vous utilisez, il y a quelque chose que vous pouvez mettre en dedans. Encore un très joli, et ça s'appelle Ripple. Ripple. OK, ceux-là, ils matchent un étampe. No, it matches a stencil. Sorry, and an embossing folder. So this one is
hydrangeas?
No, Awakening Layers. So it's called Awakening. The whole set is called Awakening.
Oh.
Et voilà. Donc ça c'est le plioir de gaufrage. So this is the embossing folder. Okay, which you can see here. Just beautiful. And there it is colored. Okay. Donc vous pouvez utiliser comme ça. Il y a un pochoir pour le colorer. So you can also get a stencil for coloring it. Here it is colored. And die cut. Donc, il y a le pochoir. Puis à la fin, on a le découpe. So you also have the die cut. So they can also be hanging down. Kind of give you the look of grapes done that way, but flowers nonetheless. So just very, very different. Et j'aime les 3 morceaux. C'est 18,95 pour leur plioir en 3 dimensions. Le pochoir, comme il y a seulement 2 ou 3 dedans, oui, 3 je pense, c'est 15,95. Et le matrice elle-même est 26,50. Et on sait, ça c'est le métal qui est augmenté en prix. So we have the same thing done here with the tulip trio. Okay, you see this beautiful tulip trio? Really, really, really nice. And I'll show it to you back here. Look how elegant that is. Vraiment élégant. Look at that. Okay, so really, really pretty. You can see that right there. So, voilà le pochoir, le plioir de gaufrage encore. On a le pochoir pour le colorer. Okay, and this one is the tulip trio cutout. Okay, so on a tout ça disponible maintenant. Now, here are some of the stamps. So they do 2 kinds of stamps, Penny Black. Il fait des étampes claires et il fait des étampes en caoutchouc. OK? Donc, il fait 2 sortes. En premier, on va regarder celles qui sont claires. Ceux-là, ça s'appelle Winsomely. Winsomely. Donc, là, ils ont utilisé juste les 2 tulipes. So you see the tulip there, okay? And then you have the roses. So it's called Winsomely. And, well, Erin's trying to find it. It might not be new.
I don't have a search on here. Okay.
Okay, so Erin's working on that. Then we've got Garden Trio. Garden Trio. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. Okay. So really, really nice. Must be the year of florals. Yes, a lot. But Penny Black is always heavy in florals. It's something that they do a lot of. Is that the Winsomely? Then we've got the florals. We've got the birthday wishes. So these can go inside your card.
Do you have the die?
Not sure. No. And then we've got the birthday wishes here. Okay. You are not getting older. You're increasing in value. Love that one. Happy birthday to my best friend. You rock. Then we've got Enchantingly. Enchantingly. Okay. Oh, very, very pretty. Enchantingly. Voila. The Tulip Bunch. I love this. Imagine, vous pouvez mettre ça dans le cadre qui est comme le ripple. This would look so cute in that ripple frame. Okay, donc voilà. Vraiment joli. Tulip Bunch. Et vous avez aussi un petit sac de tulipes. Vous avez le tulipe seul. So, that's cool. That's nice of you to say, Michelle. We'll wish you happy birthday at that point. Voilà. Et ça, c'est le matrice qui match le tulip bunch. OK? J'aime que ça fait découper tout autour de chaque tulip. So I thought that this was a great die to get in. So that is the Penny Black clear stamps. Then, so they're fun to watercolor, okay? Quand on a donné nos cours avec Penny Black, on a toujours fait ça en aquarelle. Donc, soit avec des tombeaux, souvent les choses Penny Black sont faites avec des tombeaux ou des encres de stress. Donc, on a utilisé les deux, puis on a étampé puis coloré avec comme un effet aquarelle. Ici, ceux-là sont en caoutchouc. So, on commence avec celle-ci et moi, je vais vous montrer juste une petite technique avec celle-ci. And this one is called, le nom c'est Finest. Hello. Hello. Donc, voilà. Très, très, très joli, puis aussi fun de colorer, puis fait un effet aquarelle dessus. This one is called Delicate Blossoms. Delicate Blossoms. And again, you can see that beautiful, okay, that beautiful effect there. Just very, very elegant. Then you've got these tulips. Okay, les tulipes. Very pretty. Again, you've got that soft watercolor feel to them. And I am going to demo how to get a look like that. Après ça, on a des notes de musique. Ça, c'est quelque chose que tout le monde, je reçois toujours une demande pour des notes de musique. I always get people looking for a music background. Okay? So I didn't only get it in a stamp, I also got it in their stick and shine. So their stick and shine is used the same way you do, well, it's used for foiling, okay? Donc, c'est quelque chose que vous allez transférer à votre projet, puis après, vous allez mettre le foil dessus, puis ça va briller de la couleur de votre foil. Donc, c'est dit peel, stick and shine from backing sheet. Press onto smooth cardstock, sticky side to paper, ce que je vais vous montrer. Frotte doucement pour transférer le collant à le papier. Puis après ça, tu vas le mettre ton foil avec le côté brillant en haut. Et tu mets ça par-dessus ton dessin, puis encore frotte doucement sur le transfert. Okay? So that is why they made the stick and shine applicator, so that you can use that for applying it. You don't have to. You can use what you have, mais ils ont fait ça pour cette raison. So that's the note de musique. Okay, so this is called Shimmering Tune. Then we've got this one here called Border Bliss. Et ça, c'est tout des bordures. That's the one I'm going to demo with, just so that we can see what it looks like. Then we've got Refinement. This one's very elegant, très élégant. Et ça, vous pouvez utiliser, ça dit avec les embossing powders aussi. Donc, vous pouvez mettre le foil ou les poudres embossées ou les paillettes. So you can use it with any of those three products. So since I think I have 3 borders, we can try it with those. And then I got the posted shine. So this is to give you your postmarks and stuff like that. I just thought that could be fun to do with any of those items. Donc, très, très fun. Then this is called the Background Basics Multi-Pack. OK? Il vous donne tous les dessins comme ça pour faire un fond. OK? Un fond que vous pouvez ajouter de l'encre puis tout ça. Mais ça vous donne votre point focal ou une façon de faire un cercle, mettre de l'encre en multicouleur dedans, puis quand tu l'enlèves ton pochoir, toute la restante de ta page va être blanche ou la couleur que tu as commencé avec. So these are to isolate those shapes and give you a work surface. So here you would have 3 rectangles. Maybe you want to stamp something solid over it at the end, but you can do 3 different colors in your rectangles. You can build up a dégradé. You can build up a gradient color scheme inside any of these. So this is called the Background Basics, and it looks like you get the masks as well. OK? Donc, si vous avez le masque aussi, vous pouvez faire le contraire. Vous pouvez isoler sur votre carte un cercle, puis faire tout le fond autour coloré. So you can do the opposite. You can isolate a circle on your card and then just add ink all around, and that way you're making a decorative. Or you can stamp right over this. Vous pouvez aussi étamper par-dessus de la cercle, et quand tu enlèves le cercle, l'étampe va tout sur votre carte, sauf en dessous de le cercle. So you have lots of options. So that's what that is. And then 2 very popular penny black embossing folders are these. This one is called Linked. Okay, and I've always loved these, and they use them on so many different projects that I have to, keep these around. Donc, ceux-là, ça s'appelle Linked. Okay. And this one is a plaid, or they just call it texture. Ça vous donne une texture. But I love this texture. And again, just teinte sur teinte, il est très subtil. Il faut pas être le point focal, et ça tire pas de ton point focal. So I find that it doesn't steal away from your focal point with this, and it'll never be your focal point. Okay? And remember, quand vous avez un plioir de gaufrage texturé comme ça, ou l'autre avec les chaînes, vous pouvez toujours mettre un die que tu découpes et tu trouves qu'il y a quelque chose qui manque. So sometimes you cut a big silhouette and you find something's missing, or a floral or a leaf, and you find it looks too flat. Throw it in one of your embossing folders and emboss it. Mettez dans un plioir de gaufrage puis ajoutez un peu de texture avec vos plioirs. Et ça va vous donner un autre look sur vos découpes. Okay? So that's that. Last product before we go to the quick demo. So you guys are familiar with solar pastes. Okay? Solar paste from Simon Hurley. He has 6 colors. He's got Cross My Heart, qui est comme une rose pêche. OK. On a le Beluga. We've got Golden Hour. We've got Overheated. We've got this Royal Flush, this beautiful purple. And we've got Crocodile Tears. Ceux-là sont pas nouveaux, OK? Pourquoi est-ce qu'ils sont blancs? Mais ils sont blancs avec une teinture d'une couleur. Donc, quand on met sur blanc, c'est ça que vous allez voir. Vous allez voir une pâte sous-élevée et juste avec un reflet de couleur de la pâte. Donc, ceux-là, vous allez avoir un reflet un peu orangé, rosé. Et blanc sur blanc, ça va être juste très, très, très subtil. So this on your paper will be, on white paper, will be very subtle. Very, very, very subtle, okay? You'll just kind of get a shiny look with, when you move it in the light, you'll get a reflect of color. But when you take this baby to black, there is a whole other ball game. Donc, sur du blanc, on voit les reflets, okay? Donc, on voit Cross My Heart, on voit Overheated, Golden Hair, Crocodile Tears, Beluga, puis Royal Flush, okay? But then we take them over here. And yes, Odette, there is an orange. We've got Cross My Heart. We've got Overheated. We've got Golden Hour. We've got Crocodile Tears. We've got Beluga. And we've got Royal Flush. Donc, si on regarde ici Crocodile Tears, I would expect this to be Crocodile Tears. This one up here. So I don't know. It says it's this one. If it's this one, then we're getting a color that is very different to go with our to go on the white as we do on the black. So yes, these have been around. Ceux-là, ils ont sorti un couple d'années déjà. Et Simon, il joue avec souvent. Mais après ça, et lui a dit, ça a pris 2 ans de faire ça. Il vient de sortir les sprays. What? Yep. Des push-push dans les mêmes couleurs. Donc, on a Beluga. On a Golden Hour. Donc, il y en a le mica en bas. Et il y a toujours un B dedans. You have to shake it and you have to hear that bead moving. Okay? Donc, you have to shake it every time you use it. Il faut braser chaque fois que tu utilises. And then we've got Crocodile Tears. We've got Overheated, which is this one. We've got Cross My Heart. And we've got Royal Flush. Now, Erin just happened to open one for me, which I'm going to show you at the table, but she had to spray it. She couldn't wait till I did my demo. So we are going to show you. Look at that. Okay? So you see how beautiful that is? And that's on black paper. So I'll show you what it looked like on white and on black. But you can see Erin's liking that. Just a little bit. Where's your favorite? She's just enjoying looking at that.
It's better in person.
It is. C'est encore mieux en vrai. So, oh, et voilà. Simon a fait toutes ces 3 couleurs, 6 couleurs avec une pochoir. Donc, vous pouvez voir Cross My Heart, Overheated, Golden Hour, Crocodile Tears, Beluga, and Royal Flush. Are they gorgeous? They are gorgeous. Okay. Moi, je suis très impatient de voir le show and flowers qui sont mercredi. I hope to have them. Yes, I will have them for Wednesday, absolutely. Whoops. All right, my friends. So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you the paste. I just have to grab a palette knife because that's the one thing I did forget. I'm going to show you the paste and I'm going to show you the spray. And then we're going to try those rub-on transfers from Penny Black. Okay? And Erin's going to try and find me a glitter. And we're going to put you up top. The only problem is we always lose sound. So, quand je dis bye-bye, je vais pas sortir le caméra ou mon téléphone de le bras qui le tient parce que chaque fois que je fais ça, on perd le son. Donc, cette fois-ci, je veux pas perdre le son. Donc, on va le faire ça. You won't see my face when I say goodbye. I'm sure you'll still sleep tonight, right? Right. Okay. So, Erin's going to get us onto Facebook. And I am going to look for a glitter quick so I can show you this. So it said we can use foil, it said we can use glitter, and it said we can use embossing powder. We know I have embossing powder, and I know that in this mix, I have one that's just a glitter. You guys can't see this drawer, but this is all wow embossing powder. I know, little obsessive. It's a little excessive is a better word for it. But yeah, so one of these should be just a plain old glitter. It's just a matter of me finding it. So Erin was just hooking us up to polished silk glitter. This'll work. Polished silk glitter. That'll work. And then for an embossing powder, I'm going to use red glitz. All right, guys, we're set. So I'm going to put you up in the top, and hopefully we still have, whoops, the sound. Okay, donc, je le mets. Then you don't need to see my mess, so we will, whoops. I turned it again. Voila. Zoom. Okay, so where's that spray here? So this is gold. This is Solar Paste Golden Hour. This is what it looks like in the package. Okay, nothing I can do about that. Yes, you can probably use gilding flakes as well. Absolutely. Okay, so voilà la pâte. Je vais prendre juste un petit pochoir peut-être de Simon. Okay. And I'm just going to use one of his hearts and put a little bit on white. And we're not really going to see it now. And of course, this isn't how Simon would apply it, but we're not doing a big, okay? So that is the white on white. And then I'm going to do, not the white on white, that is the paste on white. And now I'm going to do it on the black. Okay. Voilà. Voila. All right, there's something that's making a mark through the hearts, but that's okay. Donc voilà. So they look, it doesn't look very golden right now because it hasn't dried. So I forgot the rule of bringing a basin of water. On a besoin de l'eau toujours quand on utilise une pâte. Donc, je vais essayer de transférer la pâte au lieu de tout perdre. So, I'm just going to do the opposite and try and transfer some of this paste just so I don't lose it all. Ooh. Voila. Okay. So, ta-da. I'm going to clean that off. And I'm going to clean this off, and I'm going to try drying it to speed up so that you can see what it's going to look like. And then I'm going to spray the spray, and that you can see right away. OK? Quand j'utilise le push-push, vous allez voir ça tout de suite. So that's not a problem. OK? So, voila. That's down there. This is here. We're all good. Je ferme ça. And we're going to try and just heat it a little bit and see. All right, so I'm not heating it all the way, but just so that you can see the difference. So that's white versus black. It would have been better if we had another color, like a blue. Oh, I do have a blue somewhere. Voilà. So you can see sur le blanc. Et le doré, c'est dur parce que ça a l'air beau sur les deux. Et même, ça va être plus doré quand ça sèche complètement. Okay? So the white, the gold color looks just as good on the white as it does on the black. Some of the other colors just become very subtle. Mais ça, c'est à cause que j'ai mis avec un pochoir. Si j'ai mis juste plat, tu vas le voir encore moins. So if I would have put it flat, you would have seen it less. All right. So here's the spray, and like I said, you have to hear that mixing ball. There we go. Et ça, je vais faire avec l'autre pochoir des cœurs, parce qu'ils sont plus petits. No, but you're not going to see very much. No. Ceux-là, je vais utiliser cette pochoir-là. C'est pas une de Simon, mais c'est une que j'avais à côté de moi. OK? Donc, ça, c'est sur le blanc. Celui-là, il va être sur le noir. And you would tape your stencil down. C'est mieux de faire le tape. Et aussi de bouger chaque fois que vous mettez ton spray pour avoir moins qui va en dessous de ton pochoir. Okay, so, before I lift up, no, I'll do it after. Voila. And then I will just pull some of that image as well, which I know you can't see on the camera, so I will move it up. Mais je fais juste prendre un papier sur le pochoir pour avoir l'envers. OK? So, just pour ne pas perdre toute l'encre que j'ai mis dessus. So, you can see how that spray comes out on black. Je sais, dans le caméra, ça a l'air bleu. C'est vraiment du mauve. I'm trying to move it so you can see it as purple. But you know how they say sometimes you see gold and, I don't know, different colors in different lights. Donc, vous voyez bleu, mais vraiment, c'est mauve, mauve, mauve. Comme fantastique. I don't know why we're not getting that. I'm trying to find a way to get you the actual color. La couleur actuelle. Mais, you're going to have to trust me, guys, c'est vraiment mauve. Et sur le blanc, il faut que on le bouge pour voir la couleur. OK? C'est beaucoup plus subtil et neutre. So you see that on the white, you really see it in a different color. C'est plus pailleté que vous voyez qu'une couleur. Et ici, en vrai, je le vois comme un lilas, mais vous voyez comme un jaune vert. But you can see how you see it. So very, very elegant to use. So lots and lots of fun. Donc, il y en a 6 couleurs seulement. Et on va voir si jamais il va faire plus. Mais déjà, il a fait 6 couleurs dans le pâte et jamais des autres. Donc, on va voir ce qu'il va faire. So we'll have to wait and see if more colors will come out. But for now, he did the 6 original colors that he has in his pastes. All right. So now, as far as, so those are the beautiful sprays. So now we're going to go to these penny black stick and shines. So you get 2 sheets in a package, 2 feuilles dans un paquet. And I'm just getting another paper. OK. So, voilà. Juste la moitié d'une carte parce que j'ai déjà coupé. But, je vais couper le morceau que je veux utiliser. I'm going to cut the piece that I want to use. So, let's cut one of these borders. OK, donc, j'ai coupé le morceau que je veux utiliser. Je ne suis pas sur le caméra. Voilà. So, I'm just cutting it off. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to... j'enlève le backer sheet. Puis maintenant, je vais le faire comme un border. Là. OK. And I'm just rubbing it. Je le frotte un petit peu. Et on va voir si ça transfère facilement. Ça a l'air que oui. Parce qu'il est déjà transféré. And as you saw, all I did was rub it. OK. Et maintenant, je vais prendre mon morceau de foil que j'ai coupé. Puis je vais le mettre dessus. And je vais le frotter aussi. And remember, sunny side is sunny. Shiny side up. I have to see where the border is, so I'm rubbing in the right place. Ah, okay. Il est juste là. Okay, so, je le frotte. I think I rubbed too long. J'ai frotté trop parce que ça restait à mon foil. Oh, maybe I'm not using the right foil. That's it. J'ai pas utilisé la bonne foil. J'ai utilisé celle peut-être qui va dans la machine. We will find that out in a second. I think I'm using the wrong foil here. I'm going to take off a little tiny piece and test it. Je vais tester, OK? Parce que si, oui, c'est pas la bonne foil pour ça. Ah, Natalie. Faut pas utiliser la bonne foil. I did have a whole bucket of it in... guys, I can't find my foil to show that to you. So let's try the embossing powder. Okay? Parce que j'ai trempé, j'ai pas pris la bonne foil. Donc, je vais le faire avec le poudre embossée. OK. So, encore, j'enlève le morceau en arrière. Yes, I saw that too, Isabella. So Isabella said that Simon used his ink pads and the solar sprays as the water part to watercolor his flowers. And I said I was going to show you that, and I forgot to bring a penny black stamp over. So when you have a solid stamp, and you want to color with your Tombows, you can color and you can put as many colors as you want on your stamp, then just add a spritz of water and stamp with it, and you will get a beautiful, beautiful image. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see what happens when we put embossing powder on. Where did I put my red glitz? Right there. And I just need a piece of paper right here. Ta-da! Donc, on va le voir si ça marche avec la poudre embossée. Sinon, je fais quelque chose. I'm doing something wrong. Right? So if not, then I'm doing something wrong. All right. Oh, there we go. That looks beautiful. Okay, put the powder back in the bin. Okay, so voila. Maintenant, my heat gun probably won't work because we just used it. On va le chauffer. Sans brûler tes doigts. You want to heat it without burning your fingers, guys. Ça, c'est très important. You can never tell when this is already embossed. Okay. So, voila. Just checking. Yeah, it's embossed. Donc, comme vous voyez, ça tenir les paillettes, pas les paillettes, le poudre embossé, très bon. Même quand j'ai mis la chaleur dessus, it didn't blow it all away. And now it's all embossed. Donc, voilà une chose. Puis, aussi, ils ont dit que vous pouvez faire de paillettes dessus. Now, the only thing that worries me about doing glitter on it is how strong it'll hold. Okay? So that would be my only concern. So let's cut off another piece and see what it does. Okay, cutting another border. Same border again. Parce qu'il y en a 3 sur la même feuille. Okay. And I'll put it down next to the other one. Il croche, mais Si c'était pas croche, c'est pas moi qui l'a fait. Ça enlève facilement. So you see it sticks down very easily. And now I'm going to try it with some clear, Cosmic Shimmer Polished Silk Glitter. Oh, ça brille. So we're going to try it with the Polished Silk Glitter. It never matters how much glitter you take out, parce que ça va tout retourner dans le pot. Donc, never be afraid to put it down. So, yes, it is sticking, and I can see the glitter. Ça colle dessus, puis je peux voir les paillettes. Mais je suis peur que, oh non, ça colle. C'est ce que moi je fais. Je mets mon plastique par-dessus encore, puis frotte une fois pour être certaine que c'est bien attaché avec la colle. So I think I would put my plastic down and just rub one time over it to make sure that it really is stuck to that glue. And then figure out how to pick your plastic up again. So you can see that that came out beautiful. And you can see that nice glitter in there. You see that? Très, très, très joli. So that came out nice. Now I wish I had a piece of proper foil around me so that I could show you the foiling part of it. Because moi j'ai utilisé un foil qui est pour une machine. I heated one au lieu d'un régulier qui va marcher. That would work right off the bat. Et je check tout autour de moi, j'ai aucune feuille de foil autour de moi. But what I do have, I have R2D2.
Did you see Deidre's question?
No. So what kind of foil do you have to use on them? You would use like the Wow foil. Can you grab me a thing of Wow foil or the Thermoweb? You would want to use a basic foil. Sorry, I have to clean with R2. He's been very bored lately. So the Wow foils are very good for that. I'm gonna cut another border while Erin's grabbing the foil. Okay. I wanna make sure it works. En avant de vous autres. Yeah, and the Crafters Workshop foils should work as well. Okay, so I probably have one somewhere here. And I'm just going to put this border down. Okay. I had a whole envelope of just foils. Okay. And ta-da! So yeah, the Crafters Workshop foils would work for you as well. Okay. The Wow foils. I'm just going to take a sheet out of here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This? Yep, that's the Crafters Workshop foil. Erin saved the day. Elle m'a trouvé juste un petit morceau pour qu'il ne faut pas ouvrir tout un paquet. And let's hope this works. Okay.
Web says, do you have any of those vacuums in stock?
Oh, I don't think so, but I can definitely order them back in. I love my R2D2. Send us an email if you want me to order one in, Lynn. I can get you a price before we order it if you'd like. I named mine. I called him R2D2 because that's, you know, what he made me think of. There we go. So now we've got the right foil. So you want just your basic foil sheets. And when you're lifting, if it's not sticking, you have to just go over it again. So, but I don't want to leave it on there too long. So that's my problem. Is with a glue, quand c'est un colle, si tu laisses ou tu frottes trop sur un morceau, des fois, ça peut coller à votre foil. So you're really supposed to just put it down, rub and lift. And you can see I waited too long. OK, encore si je prends mon tape, je vais vous montrer. Si tu prends trop longtemps, ton tape va travailler, va marcher comme un tape. Il va rester collé. So, I'm just going to show you with a little piece of tape again. If I can get the liner off the tape. Il faut que vous faites ça plus vite que laisser longtemps. So you want to do it quicker than leaving it too long on there or pressing too much, because there does come a point where you'll transfer the sticker to the, okay, I give up on that. Let's just go to this other border. There is a point where you will transfer the sticker to the tape instead of the other way around. Okay? So, voilà, frotte-le. But we see how fast that comes up. Donc, ça dit que c'est une qui est pas trop dure à utiliser. So, I'm going to go like this and lift, and like this and lift, and build my foil. Okay, and then I'll get a nicer result than trying to do it all in one. So you see, I'll get a more complete foil this way. Okay, so voila. So you see that worked better. Still not 100%, but I think I have glitter stuck on there. C'est parce que j'ai des paillettes qui tombent puis sont sur la colle. Mais oui, ça marche beaucoup mieux si vous faites comme ça. Vous ne mettez pas tout le morceau puis frotte, puis frotte, puis frotte, parce que ça va manquer plus. Okay, so you don't want to rub too much and too hard because you're just going to take off the glue. All right, so that is the stick and shine. So you can see where it does glue, where it does glue, it glues really very pretty. I still feel glue on here, so I'll keep going back over it. Mais je veux pas le laisser pour trop longtemps. So I just don't want to leave it anywhere for too long. All right, but I really liked it with the embossing powder. I thought that was cool. And even the glitter, it's not all coming off when I touch it. Ça sort pas quand je le touche. So I'm liking that probably even more than the actual foil. Je ne sais pas si les lignes sont trop délicates. But j'aime ça plus qu'avec le foil. I know, I probably have to get the hang of it, mais si ça prend trop d'ouvrage, des fois, je vais utiliser la façon la plus facile. So I'm going to use it in the way that it's the easiest to use, and that appears to be with the embossing powder. So I think that gives you the nicest effect. Okay? Le meilleur effet, moi j'ai trouvé, c'était avec le poudre embossée. See? tout de suite, ça veut enlever la colle. So, ça a pris la colle encore. So, you probably have to really get the hang of it, but pour moi, je vais rester avec la poudre embossée, je pense. So, that's my vote. You know, sometimes you get something in and you need to see. I'm glad there are options. Je suis contente qu'il y ait des options de comment on peut l'utiliser. Because I like it with the embossing powder. That's where I found it was the easiest and I had the most fun with it. Because here, I'm barely touching it and it's pulling the glue up. So, moi, je vais téléphoner à eux autres puis demande si je fais quelque chose qui est pas bon parce que je vois leurs échantillons, ils marchent très, très bien. So, I'm wondering if there's something I'm doing wrong. As it says to rub gently. I'm not very gentle, am I? All right, my friends. Well, I give a thumbs up to the embossing powder and the glitter and the foil. The jury's out. So, on va voir. Back to our pastes. They're starting to dry and you can really see that gold paste. Look at it on the piece I mopped up. Look at that. Just beautiful. And then I'm sorry that you don't see this as purple, but I promise you it's purple. They're seeing it completely blue. No, doesn't matter how we show it. I showed it every which way. It's purple. They're seeing blue.
It's definitely purple.
It's purple, purple, purple. C'est vraiment mauve, 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 mauve. See? Et toi, tu le vois bleu. Et c'est pour cette raison, quand ils ont sorti la robe, que ça dit, est-ce que vous voyez bleu ou or? Il y a du monde qui ont vu bleu, puis il y a du monde qui ont vu or. You think the tool helps, Heather? Maybe. Maybe it's too much heat in my fingers. That could be. Oh, you are seeing purple, Deidre. Good. So I guess everybody's screen is different. All right, my friends, I don't dare take the camera down because we'll lose volume. There are only 1 or 2 spots left in the Hero Arts class, okay? Oh, Erin's loving these, the solar sprays. So she's definitely a fan of the new solar sprays. So, yes, I definitely would recommend that Hero Arts class. There are only 2 spots left. We still have a few spots left for Antonis in 1 or 2 of the classes. Donc, oublie pas, Antonis, il vient le fin d'avril. Si vous voulez voir les projets qu'il va faire, sont tous sur notre site web. Vous pouvez voir son photo, pèse dessus, puis vous allez voir tous les cours. So if you go on our site, you can just see his picture there. If you click on it, it will show you all the classes that he'll be teaching while he is here. We have more products coming. We've got Shoe and Flowers to show you, I think, on Wednesday. We've got the rest of Paper Artsy to show you on Wednesday. And there's still more. Spellbinders has shipped and so much more coming. So we look forward to seeing you back mercredi, même place, même poste, 4 heures. Et until then, stay warm. Hopefully no more snow. And I will see you Wednesday. À mercredi tout le monde. Salut. Bye bye.